Good morning all, myself Rihana. Today I am here to discuss with you about the topic is group communication meetings. First we people know about what is group communication meetings. Introduction. Group communication means it is an extension of interpersonal communication. Interpersonal communication where more than two or more individuals are involved in exchange of ideas, skills and interest. Here the two or more peoples are come together for the purpose of sharing any kind of information and ideas according to their personal interest and skills. So here what happens, the two or more people who are involving in a group, they can get the equal opportunity to share their common interest because all the people have the common objective or common goal here, so everybody can get the equal opportunity to share their information according to their interest. There are various kinds of groups are there, like friends over a drink, coffee break, games, dances and religious gatherings have different purpose than that of a groups attending a meeting, seminar and conferences. From the point of organization point of view, there are various kinds of group communications are there, that is meetings, seminars, conferences and workshops, etc. Let us discuss firstly what is group communication meetings. Now we are entering into our main concept, that is meetings. Introduction to meetings. Meetings, it became an integral or essential part of every business life because it facilitates to exchange of informations and ideas, and it is easier to take a decision in an group. So meetings is an important and essential part of every organization. Here we can see that both type of meetings are there in exist, whether it may be a face to face or it may be a telephonic meetings also there in exist of every business organization in an modern days. But in meetings we can see that employee meetings and employee employer meetings and employee and clients meeting. These are all the some kinds of meetings in an organization. Let us discuss about what is the meaning of meeting. A meeting is coming together of two or more people to exchange of their information in an planned manner for discussing an issue and solving the problem and finding a solution for that issue is called it as a meeting. There are formal meeting is there and also informal meeting is there. In first we talk about formal meeting. In formal meeting, before starting a meeting we have to submit a notice, we have to send a notice to which is called as a call to attend the meeting. The person who is required to attend the meeting, we have to send a notice before starting a meeting. It is called it as a call of meeting. And before starting a meeting we have to prepare a agenda, means it is the list of things which is going to discuss in a meeting is called as agenda. And after the meeting we have to prepare a minutes of meeting, which means what is the outcome of the meeting is stated in this minutes of meeting. But whereas in the informal meeting there is no need to prepare a call of notice or minutes of meeting or agenda. There is nothing is there in the informal meeting. I can give an example for informal meeting here. For example, staff union meeting in the lunchroom for planning to going for a picnic is an informal meeting example. Let us know about what is the definition of meeting. According to Thiel and Bowie, they defined that meeting is for the purpose of solving problems and sharing information. Next, types of meeting. There are three classifications in the meeting. First one is informative. Informative means in these kind of a meetings what happens, the people or members of the meeting are gathered for the purpose of sharing some kind of information only. For example, it may be a launching a new product or new scheme. It is an example for informative meaning. Whereas in the second, consultative meaning, here the members are consulted to solve the problem. And third one is executive meeting, in which the person who is appointed by the members of an organization he is responsible to take the decision. So here the decision is taken by the responsible authority in the executive type of meeting. Next, preconditions of a valid meeting. First one is legal objectives. Every meeting should be an legal objective, must contain the legal objective. If any meeting does not have the legal objective, means in the eye of law it can be treated as a illegal or unethical. Next, convened by the proper authority. Every meeting should be managed by the proper authority. Next, serving proper notice in proper time. I told you earlier that before starting a meeting it is necessary to call a notice to attend the meeting. It should be in a proper time, which means before starting a meeting. Next, presence of authorized persons, which means who are the person get those call of notice, they have to attend the meeting before starting up a meeting. Next, presided over by a chairperson. Chairperson is a center of attraction in the meeting, so he has to sit in a meeting or he has to attend the meeting. It is compulsory. Next, specific agenda. Agenda means the list of things which is discussed in the meeting should be prepared before starting a valid meeting. Next, quorum. Quorum is a minimum number of list of the members. It is the list of minimum members should be attended. It is given by the eye of law. And next one we are going to discuss here about preconditions is over. Now we are going to discuss about what are the advantages of meeting. There are various kinds of advantages. Let us discuss one by one. First is democratic process. Democratic process means here every members are attend the meeting from the every department, so that decision taken going to be easier, and it is a democratic process, so everyone is free to share their ideas and information. For that, no one can blame others for the decisions which is taken. Next one is improved decision. I already told you that there is a proverb that is two heads are better than one, which means here for taking any kind of a decision, every pros and cons of that particular topic has going to be consolidated here, so that improved decision can be taken here. It is possible to take improved decision. Next, participative management. Every management have a participative, which means here all the departmental heads are present in this kind of meetings, so that participative management will be increases and helps in coordination. Obviously meetings helps in coordination. Next, convey information to a large gathering. Here all the members from the all the departments, which means the head of all departments is situated or is combined to attend the meeting, so that it is easier to conveying information for a large gathering. And others means it provides a necessary information to a group of people, report on the same incident or activities, and create involvement and interest, and it is easier to formulate the policies. Next, we discuss about what are the disadvantages of meeting. There are some if any concept has a pros, means it has a cons also. Likewise, it has some disadvantages. Let us discuss one by one. First one is time consuming. We people all know that meetings takes much time. Before starting a meeting we have to send a notice, and we have to prepare agenda, and after the meeting we have to prepare the minutes of meeting. It is a time consuming process to hold a meeting. It is one of the disadvantage. And second one is costly. I already told you that meeting is an expensive, too much expensive, because it is necessary to decorate the meeting conference room, and it is necessary to pay a TA dearness allowance to the members who is going to attend the meeting. So it is much costlier to the organization to bear the expenses. So next one is formalities. In an valid meeting there are various kinds of formalities, rules and regulations are there, like agenda, call of notice and minutes of noting. So these are all take a much time, so formalities is also more in the meetings. Next, difficult to control, which means there is an proverb that many men many minds, which means here so many peoples from the different types of departments, and every everyone's point of view is quite different from one another, right? So that it is quite difficult for the chairperson to take whose decision is best among them. It is quite difficult to control the persons or members who is attending or attended in the meeting. It is difficult for the chairperson to control. Next, lastly, I wish to conclude that meetings have become an immense or integral part of every business organization. It is very essential for sharing any information or solving any problem or discussing an issue and finding a solution for that. Meeting is essential, and it is one of the good platform to share our ideas and information. Thank you.